that I was conceived in rape. Do I not have a right to live?
Amen.
She looked me right in the face and said, "You're an abomination who should not exist."
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
I had never shared my story, ever.
Oh my gosh.
But I turned around and asked the lady with Students for Life, I said, "Can I borrow the microphone for a second?" And I shared my story publicly for the very first time. And I ended that statement with what I always say now when I tell my story. The circumstances of my conception do not determine my worth as a human being. I have a right to life,
Yes, you do.
as much as anyone else does. And the sins of my father do not fall on me.
Amen.
And so now I share my story, which I never did before. And I spoke with my biological mother yesterday. I did meet my biological father. I had a somewhat rocky relationship with him, but I wanted to know somewhat where I came from, genetically or familially. And he's been gone now for over 15 years. And when I first started sharing my story, I got very angry at him for what he had done. I'd never really confronted that part of it before because I knew it, but I didn't want to admit that that's what I came from.
Yeah.
Because that somehow in my mind made me less. Yeah. And if in my mind it makes me less, I can't imagine what it does in other people's minds. So I never told anyone until I was called an abomination.
Gosh.
That was the day I started telling my story, and I'll continue to tell it as long as people will listen.